This is Birju Shah. I'm currently serving as a Senior Director of Engineering from India, and on 29th of May, I completed 16 years with the company. In May 2007, I had about 2 years of experience working for Healthline.com, a search engine. I felt that I need to expose myself to some of the growing tech companies in India, and at that time, one of my friends, Jigar Patel, gave me a reference to this company called DirectTime, which got acquired by EAJ in 2012. And I went through the process and they offered me the role of Java. And that's how I landed up working at Newfold. Well, this is going to be a little bit long, so please bear with me. In 2007, I think I had about 2 years of experience working for a healthcare domain. After that, I joined DirectEye, and my first project was DNS to scale up DNS. I did that. After that, I worked for cPanel, launching it for B2B and B2C both. Once that was done, I worked for email management panel and migrations related to it. I think around this time I was individual contributor and working with 6 engineers in my team. That was called BLLT. Uh, Once I think that phase was over, I was given opportunity to manage this team, and while I was doing that, I was helping the email control panel, and also I had to work for webhosting.info, which was dealing with about statistics for about 180 million domains. Uh, Once I completed that, I was given an interesting opportunity where I had to work with 30-member team. It was a freshly built team, right, for products and labs, where we had to optimize all the processes for launching the projects faster. Like for every 14 days, I had to launch, or you can say demo, a new experiment, right, to the SLT, and that gave me a lot of exposure to work with different leaders and expose myself, right, to a lot of new things, right. I was also working with completely new team and completely new processes, and we had specialists for everything, like from UX, UI, data science, like everyone. Once I completed that, I think I was given opportunity to work for a dev cloud project, where which was basically launching VPS on top of OpenStack. So I dealt with that for a year, and after that I worked for VPS, PCI on top of Supersite. Once I completed that, I was given opportunity to work for making Bluehost International. During this time, I also worked as an individual contributor for defining vision for OrderBox platform, right, for next 2 to 3 years, and business approved it after looking at the benefits of it, right. Once I completed that, I think I was working for Bluehost International. I had a team of about 5 folks, and that team is currently now 65. So I scaled that team up as well. During that course of this, like I was individual contributor and manager and like managing multiple things. But yeah, I figured out that I had some gaps in understanding of management concepts and all. So I subscribed to a course of uh, from one of the best management institutes in India. This course was for a year, and it helped me to bridge the gaps basically. So I think after that, I worked for uh, hosting pillar, right? And now I think I'm also driving the Janus consolidation for domain.com. Uh, like in between in 2018, I was also fortunate to represent this company, right, into multiple forums across India. And like I can say that on personal front, I also had to I also had reviewed one of the books called Advanced MySQL 8, and was fortunate to write 2 chapters of that book, right, on master master application, and it is published on Amazon as well. So yeah, you guys can look at it. In my current role, I am supporting hosting pillar, the onboarding of the customer within WordPress, Jarvis platform, and Jarvis consolidation efforts, especially the domain.com and subcards. My journey has been a flip-flop between an individual contributor and a manager. I would like to highlight that currently career levels didn't matter till I was at level 4 at that time. But after that, I felt a little bit clueless on how to grow further, right? And there was a dilemma where what I should do to make sure that I reach next level by the time, right? So I think I worked with my manager and other tech leaders to understand how the career path should be, right? And we developed a career path which everyone can follow, and also participate in deciding that what is the expectation for the next career level should be, right? So I think it was a journey, I would say, and I can say that once I completed my tech journey to level 5, I would say that I again was in a dilemma. What should I do? Because I was seeing a gap in some of the management that we were tackling at that time, and I was constantly working with Jagdish to figure out what should we do, right, to bridge those gaps. So Jagdish gave me an opportunity to work on the management role as well, but I was still feeling that I don't have all the knowledge, right, to required knowledge to perform my job at that level. So I subscribed to a course which was a year long in management, and it was from one of the best universities in India. It gave me an exposure to, like, say, about 150 other experienced personnel from various industries, not related to tech as well, and that gave me like lots of ideas on how to run a business, how to focus on business, right? And as a techie, I think I was caring about how we can beautifully architect the software, right? But we are missing on some of the business sides, right? That okay, we were not dealing with the urgency, right, to respond to the situation of the market, right, and how it can quickly change the course of our architecture, right, and how all of those things were related. So I think now this course actually helped me to bridge that gap, and I understand these things in much better way, which I couldn't take care before. And my general source of learnings are Udemy and some of the podcasts from the technology experts and all. My journey has been a flip-flop between an individual contributor and a manager, I would say. But one thing was certain, that I needed to deal with ambiguities and uncertainties a lot, uh, because every year was coming up with a new challenge for me, right? Some projects were very time critical, where in other projects it was technically like not difficult to manage. Majority of the projects in which like I had to deal with multiple teams across the organization and globe, right? And there were challenges for prioritization and the way of work, the culture, a lot of things, right? But each of these um, challenges, right, comes with a set of learnings, and I was fortunate that I had new challenge every year, right? And I feel that uh, not a lot of developers get that chance, right? So I'm fortunate enough that I could get that chance by staying back and still accepting the challenges and continue with it, right? Uh, so I would say that I had three times in my career where every time I was thinking that okay, should I continue or not, right? And each time I was discussing with various leaders to figure out what role I can play, which will help the company, right, and which will also keep my motivation up, right. And I still feel that I had contributed to maximum value, right. So I would say that that was the base I had followed till now, and it has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. I would say that at two, three times there were situations where I needed to shut down my teams, right, about 30 folks at one time, and shut down my projects, right, like when I was dealing with DevCloud, I had to shut it off. When I was working with webhosting.info, I had to shut it off. After being working for, let's say, 9, 10 months, right, in one go. But each of them have actually a lot of learnings, right, left behind within me, and I feel that I enjoyed each and every project, whether it is a success or failure. But when you say some projects are failure, They might be failure in terms of business, but in terms of technology, it was a win-win, right? So I think I think it is on us, right, how we look at things, right, and how we evaluate success, basically. Yeah. I feel these are some of the things which have helped me, and I feel that it might help you as well. So the very first thing is the listening ability, right? We need to be listened carefully to our leaders, what they are asking and expecting from us. We need to be aware and have open mind, right? If we are on the growth path, definitely we need to be dealing with a lot of ambiguities and uncertainties, and there are no alternatives to it. We need to learn to deal with it. Learning, right? It should not stop for a single day. The pace at which I think the tech is growing, it is impossible for an individual to keep track of it every single day. But yeah, like as a group, we can do a lot more. It multiplies when you have a group who learns and shares, right? If you want to know more, you can refer to the WSILT page in Confluence, which is like what should I learn today, right? And it will help you to learn and grow together, right? Understand what's happening around, right? Not only within the company, but look at our surroundings, issues, the trends, the geopolitical issues, economics, tech enhancements, and always understand the impact of all of these factors, right, into the situation you are and like what may happen in the future. Always keep startup mindset, right? Do a lot of experiment. If things don't work, it's fine. Who cares? Like if someone is judging you, right? Because learnings, right, stays always within, right? It stays with us. So that's very important. Be vocal about your ideas. Work on some POCs. Show it to the teams. Talk to your leaders, right? And keep on experimenting. And until and unless you are satisfied, right? Keep on doing that, right? Keep communication channels on, right? To above yourself and below yourself, right? And make everyone aware, right, that what you are up to and what is your thinking process is, right? Make sure to understand the impact of the work you are doing, right, on the business, right? One thing which is not very common and it's not followed everywhere, but it has helped me a lot, and that is like once I think whatever I'm working on is stable and maintainable, right? I just make sure that it is known to everyone else, right? And someone can own it completely. Once the project is in that state, I think you can give it to someone else, and that actually gives you an ability, right, to move on to something where you can learn more, right? So whenever there are new opportunities, right, you can always grab them. So this has helped me a lot, I think, and probably maybe helpful to you as well. I feel that across my journey, there were a lot of engineers and leaders who have played a significant role in my career and the decisions I have made till now. And it would be wrong to name one or two, as there are many. So some have left the organization and some are still here. So apart from the like all the leaders that I have worked with, I feel that the significant role someone has played to where I am today is my team, the one I was part of from my software engineering days to the one I'm accountable for right now. It's a different viewpoint, but I have mostly learned it by doing it. Uh, they have always kept me on my toes, be it technical or be it managerial. They always wanted to be on top of everything. So, like, I need to make sure that I have all the details ready for them available. They want to like work for the best, greatest technologies, right? So I want to make sure that yes, we satisfy the needs, right, by keeping the balance between the business and tech. And but yeah, I will always respect the team for being one of the best in Newfold, and it is the source of my motivation. When we talk about career goals, right, it's not like an age, right, which will continuously grow. So definitely we need to put some action, and we will put action uh, if we are motivated to achieve something, right? So first of all, we need to set the goals for ourselves, what exactly we want to achieve in long term. Based on that long term goals, we can break it down to, like, say, smaller goals to achieve that, right? So definitely, like, you need to constantly work with your managers to uh, work towards that. Uh, See around and figure out who is doing the best, learn from them, and try to understand, like, what you can do, right, to be a better version of yourself, right? Obviously, I have also set up goals for myself for short term and long term. Maybe some goals are driven by finances, some goals are driven by motivation, some goals are driven by need of an hour. So it depends on what is the priority, right, that you set for yourself. Obviously, in order to achieve next level, you you should be starting that process immediately after getting the last promotion that you got, right? And uh, First of all, you should have the degree kind of, which says that yes, you have required knowledge to perform that job, right? The second one is the action that you put in to make sure that yes, you are doing that in your job already. And the third one is the trust that everyone can put in, right? The management and the team, right? So I think with the combination of all of that, I think if there is an opportunity, definitely things will happen. And one should have a positive mindset for that, and trust in the leaders, right, who are working with you to make sure that they trust you to do their job, right? So yeah, I'm sure if you are part of Newfold, you know about your organizational goals and you're aligned towards that. But for personal goals, I would suggest that you only can define that. And you can start with the self-evaluation for sure, where you are in terms of your knowledge and what motivates you, right? What you like, what you don't like, right? Whether you have time and resources to help you to reach your goals, or whom do you respect in your industry. Like, say for example, if you are not aware about what you can do, you can reach out to your managers in your circles, the people who you respect, right, to guide you for the direction you can take. So I would just suggest that work with mentors and see what works best for you. I would just say that be positive and proactive, uh, keep learning, smiling, and inspiring, help needy, and take care of yourself, and stay happy and stay healthy. I'm Birju, and I'm hashtag Team Newfold.